It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Commanders for their first drive of the game. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And when you look at him, you see that he got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gibson here running out of the gun. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Wentz going to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now we'll see what right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They start on the ground with Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve It's third down. On third down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's short. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Second down and a run by Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On 1st down, Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And from down in Miami, an update. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Final play of the half, Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we have only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And that will be incomplete. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Line of scrimmage again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after after the incompletion for second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Robinson up the middle.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. On play action, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Targets Lamb on the comeback. Her pass is complete.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott here to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles. That lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Complete, it's Dotson. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Robinson will try to pick it up. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Throwing here, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's really safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the...
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back and you're cheering. You went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this one. No, okay.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. One final try now for Wentz. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Dallas,
they'll wrap up on a high note, but will still finish 3 games below 500 at 7-10.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11.
And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.